and create a huge momentum. And then they go down energy-wise just a little bit, and then they attack again when timing is right. And to create multiple timings and multiple momentums in business, we have things like promotions and we have, change of structures in companies. And as we are adapting to the future, as any company is adapting to the future, it's very, very important that we as leaders see this as timing, i.e. an opportunity to really apply a lot of effort to then get an amazing outcome when you compare that to the effort you made and the outcome you get. And the reason you get this huge outcome is because you have timing with you. You understood when to apply yourself. And you are going to see so many opportunities for timing over the next weeks, over the next month, okay? Here is a thing though. The opportunities that you are going to see, that you're going to witness, are going to be in connection with each other. What that means is the better you are doing in the first timing, in the first momentum session, the better you will do in the next, and even the better you will do in the third. So really at this point, this is very, very important information that we are giving out here today. I want to say that I know some of you have been told that we were going to have our founder on the call, and I must disappoint you. He will not be on the call here today. Also, Kenny is not on the call here today, but there is a solution for that. You're going to hear that in this call, but quite simply, we had to make a prioritized decision in the company to say they needed to stay full focus on what they are doing as they're working together right now in Dubai, in the headquarters in Dubai. And they are doing that to really make double sure that this tremendously important weekend that we are encountering is really running as it should. So let's get into the day's material and talk a little bit about the company update. First of all, we had a very, very important week. As you saw, some of you following the calls every week here, you saw Kenny and I from the office in Stockholm at the time talking about what is going to happen in 2022. And we were talking about, some headlines. You heard things like metaverse, you heard things like NFTs, you heard things like tokenization. Now, when something like that comes from a volcano of ideas that are thrown up there, and something that needs to be then gift wrapped to get ready to really launch, that's a process. This process is currently ongoing with rocket speed and no cost are spared to make sure that this really is hitting the market, i.e. your businesses, very, very soon. So as a company right now, everyone is really working very excited ahead and hanging on for dear life, to be honest with you. We're all flying to Dubai, or many of us are, for a very, very important meeting over the weekend. And this meeting is for the end of next week as well. So you're going to see a lot of dates coming out now over the course of the next few days and weeks here. When we look at our products, we have right now a final sprint with Planet IX. You're going to see a revisit, and this is simply because the dynamics of Crowd One and Planet IX is a match made in heaven. And with Planet IX encounter, and you will see that over the course of the next, again, 48 hours. I will return to when you will see more about Planet IX. But you're going to see how this has gone from really being a project that we, had some individual images about each of us, because we have to still imagine it a lot. You will see how that turns into this tangible game that is really reaching out for everyone. And I want you to take this argumentation as you are talking to people, because Planet IX has really figured out a way to both engage those who want to play the game, meaning running around the map searching for the loots. They have engaged those who want to have the gambling factor, meaning you have a higher risk reward turnout. And they have engaged those who say, I'm not really into that I'm not that much of a gamer, but I do like the purpose of making the planet better. I do understand this is where it's going. So is there a way for me to do this in a passive way? You are going to see that, and you're going to see that this weekend coming up for the 29th, and you will understand how this project is not just reaching out to everyone, but since it's reaching out to so many and touching so many, it's also grooming people for getting more involved. And you can just think about what that will do for the project over the next few weeks, few months, and years here, because this is really a long-term project that is just getting started. Now, right now, the Planet IX is seeing huge growth from markets that are not coming from Crowd1. So it's already starting to be really, really trendy. Typically, this tips from one market into another. It spills over. And so the products that we have are running with rocket speed right now. The next big project that we are going to see is going to be a company that we think we know, and it's Mixter. So Mixter, we think we know because it is there in a version right now. And think Mixter needs to become, your next best friend. Why? Because it's going to be the next company that that the Crowd1 will launch onto the public market. And you are going to see a refined system for Mixter. You're going to see a refined marketing plan from the company. What does that mean? Simply means we have learned so much from Planet IX and the launch. What works, what doesn't work so well, what works extremely well. What are we willing to test out with the next one? Which means that since we already know Mixter, since it's a great brand already, and it already has a lot of players engaged, with the opportunities that will now be connected to that in the course of the next weeks and months here, you're going to see a whole new opportunity for launching something that will be tremendously valuable. So here's a tip for you. Make sure that you lock in. Start playing it a little bit. You can call that work because it is work. You need to get down and just register. If you're registered, then go and play something. Do something. The Mixter's already encouraging you to do that. Win a PS5. Just get going, get in there. You can do it to either win the PS5. That's awesome. There are already great players in there. But you should also do that just to get acquainted, just to get to know your product. Because once you understand that, you will help groom the play. And you need to remember this. Whenever Crowd1 is launching something, it is being originally launched within the crowd. For the company, this means a safe launch because you're launching amongst friends. You're launching with, basically, you become a part of the Mixter company because Mixter's producing all the material, but you're the promoting entity. And so as these are working better and better together, the market will grow, the value will grow, and certainly we will have a product that is not just ready to launch to the public market. It's already validated in the millions, and it will be launched into the very top in its area of business, just like you've seen it with Planet IX. And I think that once we're launching this, there is no doubt anymore, because you are going to see that it was not a lucky shot with Planet IX. It is actually machinery that is proven, that is working. So get going. Make sure you have a play. Make sure you invite some people just to test it out. Have them just test it out. We're going to talk about the promotions also. And this is very, very important. The Fear of Loss Supercharged promotion was extended for new members until the February 1st, 2 p.m. CET. Now, this is highlighted on this slide. Why? If I join February 1st at 3 p.m. CET, I will not have the Fear of Loss bonuses of the Golden 4 and the Golden 8. And you have to understand how that creates urgency. We've seen tremendous traction from this program. It will not be extended. It will not be extended after February 1st. So really make sure that you are getting those people involved who really wants to have a fast-growing business.